Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger, with an absolute banger. Something that the people have been clamoring for. Snacks, we need to hear your thoughts. Snacks, we need to know what was said and what did they not cover on this Brandon Sorsby stuff? They didn't cover a lot. They left out a lot. Y'all didn't get to hear a lot of things. But we gonna get through of it because I ain't gonna cover all of it because I'm gonna save some for Saturday on the Tree of Life podcast with me, K-Sap, and Auntie Faith, because we gonna go over it again. But we gonna go a little bit more in depth. Then you gonna get everybody's thoughts. And so I'm gonna save some of this. I can't give it all to you right now. And then the video will be an hour long because that's a lot to go through. So we gonna ease through this Brendan Sorsby bull crap because everybody jumping up and down like he's the second coming, like he ain't done nothing wrong, like he's not getting the punishment that he's supposed to get, like he's being mistreated. Oh no, that is not the case. But y'all know how we do. Before we get started, y'all know what I need y'all to do. I need you to do one thing. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notification bell on. And don't forget to hit that little star down there at the bottom and hype your boy up. You figure deal? But we gonna pop off into this thing, man. We gonna get this thing jumping. I hope y'all ready to go. Because your boy is ready to go. Let go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Snacks fans all around the world, turn your speakers up. Check one, check two, check two, check two, check two. Hey, hey, hey. We live now.
To the CU aunties,
To the CU aunties,
to the Snacks family,
to the Snacks family,
to Colorado,
to the Cleveland Browns
to
fans,
Browns Nation,
to Browns Nation.
to Love Nation.
Get ready to witness something spectacular. Big Snacks is taking the mic. Sports culture life, we bringing it all tonight. From Shedeursanders to coachprime, from Colorado football to them Cleveland Browns headlines. You already know what time it is. Shout out G Bush, shout out K-Sap, shout out Auntie Faye, shout out FBT, shout out Money Man, shout out Magno TV, shout out Well Off Media. Hey, the whole squad locked in. This is the Yoush Network. Black-owned culture driven, built different. And when Big Snacks hit that screen, you already know what one of the commentators from the Sports Life Trill podcast said. Time for another banger. Hey, let's get this work. It gets dangerous. Big Snacks in the building. Unk stand up. See you aunties, I see y'all. Browns Nation, let's ride. Buff Nation, let's work. Your boys, Snacks. And we just getting started. Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy, Snacks.
And you already know. Whole squad in there. You saw them. FB Teams, Money Man, Auntie Faith, all that. G Bush, the whole squad in there. Mag, Dog, TV, everybody, we in here. But this is how we get down. And this is how we gonna get onto this Brendan Sorsby bull crap. Because that's what it is. As we all know, as we all see, you know what I'm saying? The NFL put out their little thing that they are canceling the supplemental draft. Won't be none. And they gave a good reason as to why they are canceling the supplemental draft. And people talking about, well, Brendan Sorsby ain't did nothing. He was gambling. I told you. I tried to warn you that gambling is a death knell in college, it is beat into your head. Do not gamble on nothing, anything, over again. And what did Brendan Sorsby do? Screw you. Bet while he was in Indiana. Bet while he was in Cincinnati. Bet while in December, while he was at Texas Tech, still gambling. So of course, you're going to get banned from the NCAA. Of course, the NFL is not going to let you win. Do y'all know what the man did? Did you see it? All of that gambling, that is a lot. Total wages. Individual bets placed from 22 to 25. 2,900 plus bets. Over $90,000 in wagers. And that ain't including the money that he sent to his friends, to his homeboys to bet for it. That's just him. Placed over 40 bets on Indiana football while he was in the program. He was still betting on Indiana sports while he was in the program, other Indiana sports. He sent money to his friends, his family members, for them to gamble for him. He created false accounts for other people to gamble for him. Do you think they was going to let him back in the NCAA? I think not. Do you think they were going to let you in the NFL? I think not. And you better be glad you got a strongly worded letter and not just a outright ban. But Emory Hunt said it a while ago that he might be lucky if he get in, but he probably won't get in the NFL. He gonna have to take a year or two off and go play in the CFL, go play in the UFL, and get that stitch off for you. Emory Hunt be ahead of the game.
Thoughts in this whole Brendan Sorsby situation, because I was seeing some talk that people thought he could be a first-round pick in 2027.
I was wondering, yeah, maybe I was looking at a different guy.
I didn't think he would be a first-round guy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, is Sorsby in the room with us right now when y'all saying this? And there's no knock, but it's just like we watch college football season, and usually the first-round picks jump out at you right away. And so I didn't see that, but I don't think he's playing college football again, and it probably wouldn't shock me to see him not play football again, because that's serious allegations right there. And what happened, what he was, assumed to be doing. You can't bring that smoke into your NFL organization. So he may have to go to an alternate route to kind of get a couple of years of clean play before he can come back, because man, this is the barrel's still hot right now. The smoke's still off the gun. Like you gotta lay back for a little bit. Like, so I feel like this is bad for him. And you don't want to invite that smoke into the league right now, being sponsored by this gaming company, that gaming company. Might be a bad look. So he may have to go up north a little bit, maybe play in the UFL for a little bit, just to clear his name, let that smoke clear, and then come back into the NFL.
See, but ain't nobody telling you the truth like Emory Hunt telling you the truth. The NFL offered you up an opening piece, but you, like a dummy, want to try to challenge the NFL. You can sue them, but they don't have to let you in. You don't have a right. You are not guaranteed to play in the NFL. They can close the door on anybody whenever they get ready. And what they did was offer you a way in, and you won't take it. Because if you sue the NFL, it might be a while. and it might be never before they let you in there. But these idiots in Cleveland, they act like the world is gonna catch on fire because Brendan Sorsby is not allowed to play in the NFL. I'm just saying, Brendan Sorsby is not the end all be all. Y'all didn't talk about Brendan Sorsby all season long. Brendan Sorsby's name was never mentioned during the college season or the NFL season all last season. Never. But now that he's in the supplemental draft, we gotta have him. We gotta have him. Y'all are freaking ridiculous. Listen to this idiot link.
Figure ever. Is it just that he's gotten paid? Because these guys all lawyer up. These guys all have various levels of, feeling bad about what they did or accountability. Why this one? Why is this one such an affront to the community?
I don't understand it. And first of all, Claret's case was a lot weaker than Sorsby's because Claret was trying to show that he should be eligible, and the NFL was able to convince, after losing at the district court level, he convinced an appeals court, or the NFL convinced an appeals court that he's not eligible, that the 3-year rule keeps him out. You got to be at least 3 years removed from high school graduation to get into the NFL draft. He was trying to get rid of that 3-year rule, and he wanted a rule that basically you can go into the NFL draft whenever you want after you finish high school. This isn't about eligibility. This is about whether or not they're ignoring the fact that he's eligible and coming up with some other roadblock. And as it relates to the public perception, this really is weird to me because not enough people are taking a step back and looking at the environment in which Sorsby's behavior happened. This isn't Art Schleister. This is a guy who grew up in an age where everywhere you turn, it's bet on this, bet on that.
And see, that's my biggest problem. Everybody's making excuses for this kid who was a grown man, and they were telling him no. And he was told, don't do this, or this is your repercussion. You could be banned from the sport for life. They've told him that. He's heard that more than one time. He's heard it several times during the football season. Do not gamble. But he said, screw the rules. I heard G. Bush when he said, there's a lot of people in jail and was in court talking about it was my first time, Your Honor. But you still got to pay the price. And your price is they're giving you a 1-year grace period. And what you should do is take that time to find you. Go to rehab for real this time. Start working with kids, going to these high schools, telling them what the outcome could be if they follow your footsteps. Go to these high school players and talk to them and say, hey, this is what you should not do because you're looking at your results. Get you together. That's what the NFL is telling you. But if you sue them, you're going to find yourself in Canada playing in the CFL, the Canadian Football League. But I need y'all to understand something. Because you guys wasn't given the proper information. I got a guy that's going to get you together. Right after the guys on Pat McAfee show let y'all understand why Brendan Sorsby got that letter.
Is declining to hold a supplemental draft. And honestly, something was amiss with this all along because every time you spoke to people around the league about when the supplemental draft would be and whether or not there would be a supplemental draft, I always got pauses and there were never clear-cut answers. And like, oh, the commissioner's got to decide to have it. I'm like, what is the issue? Well, the issue is that the league, despite any gambling partnerships, the league really does not want any part of gambling, no matter how serious it is or isn't. And anybody that has any role with that, anybody who has any accusations involved with gambling, even though the NCAA said that there were no integrity of the game violations, the league doesn't care. It's the league's supplemental draft, and the league does not want to create a supplemental draft this year for a player who has been accused of gambling. They don't have enough time to vet it. They don't care that they don't have enough time to vet it. It's easier for them to just say, we're not doing this. We don't want to do it. We're not making an exception for somebody who admitted to bet on games of a school that he was at, even if he was in his dorm room and the team was on the road at the time. And so right now, Brendan Sorsby is shut out. He's ineligible to play in college football. He doesn't have an avenue to the National Football League. The next time the league wants anything to do with him would be in the 2027 NFL draft. Now, I think
it said maybe.
Okay, well, I think Brendan Sorsby is now going to challenge this legally. But what option is he going to have? They're not going to have the supplemental draft. It's going to come and go. The league's just going to kick the can down the road. And Brendan Sorsby is going to, I think, wind up spending this season, maybe beyond, this season, certainly, out of football, watching and getting ready for what he hopes would be the 2020.
Exactly. Because if you challenge the NFL, they are not letting you in their club. And I got a gentleman by the name of Trey Wingo, who's a very smart guy, who is a lawyer, by the way. And y'all been getting all this information. Y'all heard Tony Grossi talking about somebody can sign him. He a free agent. You are not a free agent until you enter the NFL. And the only way to enter the NFL is through the draft. It's only one door. One. It's through the draft. That's it, and that's all. If you don't go through the draft process, if you don't make it through that process, you are ineligible for the NFL. No matter if you're out of school or not, you cannot sign to an NFL football team unless you have gone through the draft process. Now, he can sign up for the NFL draft next season, and nobody signs him, nobody drafts him, then he'll be a free agent. Then you are able to sign with the NFL team. But that's only if they want you. And we've seen by the multiplicity of people, if they don't want you in the NFL, Colin Kaepernick, if they don't want you in the NFL, Gruden, if they don't want you in the NFL, Ray Rice, you're not getting in the NFL. And you still trying to tell me they didn't collude on Shedeur this season while he's a 5th round pick? If they don't want you in their league, they are not letting you in. And you can talk about the multitudes of betting places and things the NFL is partnered with. They are partnered with those places to protect themselves. Just like the gambling site told on Brendan Sorsby, the gambling site told on Calvin Ridley. That's why they are partners, to protect themselves. Because people are going to gamble, so why not partner with the company that's doing it? They partnered with Budweiser and all them alcoholic companies in the stadiums. Y'all ain't mad about that. You go out there and get drunk, that's on you. You go out there and gamble. If you play football on the NFL or on college football, that's on you. That's a choice. That is no other than a choice. And when you make that choice, you put your career at risk. But let me get to Trey Wingo, because y'all need this blessing. we're going to let Trey bless y'all with some of this goodness. Trey, is you ready, my guy? Because I need you to be ready, Trey. Trey, talk to him, Trey.
Because there's a lot of facts to get into in what we're going to talk about today. First of all, glad you're with us. However you're consuming our content, whether it's on audio platforms like Amazon, Apple, Spotify, or if you're following and covering and watching on our YouTube pages, Trey Wingo and Trey Golf. We are glad you are here. However you're doing it, make sure you click those like and subscribe buttons so you'll get notifications when we drop a new episode like the one we're dropping right now, and it also really helps grow the show. So there's been a lot going on in sports over the last couple of days, and there's been this ongoing saga about a college quarterback named Brendan Sorsby. For those of you who may or may not know, Brendan Sorsby is a guy who started his college career at Indiana, then went to Cincinnati, and then all his troubles surfaced. And by troubles, I mean he had a massive gambling problem. Massive gambling problem.
Still got what?
Placed thousands of bets on his team as well as all other teams and all kinds of sports, all this kind of stuff. We'll show you that in a minute. You take a look at the wagers that we're talking about and the numbers. Just massive. This is not the reason we bring up this graphic. It's not like a one-off, okay? He has a problem. And first of all, let's be clear. We hope Brendan Sorsby gets the help he needs so he can avoid having these problems in the future.
He needs a lot of help.
After all of this came out, he attempted to transfer for a 5th year of eligibility to play at Texas Tech. The NCAA said that's not happening. And then Brendan Sorsby and his attorneys got an injunction from a judge in, of all places, Lubbock, Texas, that would allow him to play this upcoming season while still dealing with all the consequences of what went on because of his gambling issues. So he won, basically. The NCAA wasn't even able to enforce their own rules. And then, of course, they appealed that decision, and Brendan Sorsby will not be playing for Texas Tech this coming season. And then he said, fine, I'll go enter the supplemental draft and then be drafted and play in the NFL. Well, that's not happening either. The news broke today that the NFL is declining to hold the supplemental draft this summer, which leaves the 2027 draft as the only way for Brendan Sorsby to enter the NFL. A letter was sent to Sorsby and to all 32 teams informing the league of this decision. The league continues to try to show it has little tolerance for gambling issues. So it's safe to say, in every way imaginable, Brendan Sorsby has a gambling issue. Now, by just taking away an avenue for him to get to the NFL, Roger Goodell and the league's front office is basically saying this is a crime that will not go unpunished. And we have precedent here. The NFL, ever since they became intertwined with gambling and sports books and all that stuff, when the rules changed and the Supreme Court changed them, they have very specific things you can and cannot do. Correct. But take a look at what the NFL has. They have made it very clear. If you bet on any NFL game, it's a minimum of 1 year suspension. If you bet on your own team, which Brendan Sorsby did, it's a minimum of a 2 year suspension. Shared inside information, minimum 1 year suspension. Use someone else to place a bet, minimum 1 year suspension. Fix a game or attempt to fix a game, that's a lifetime ban. And bet on non-NFL sports from inside a team facility, that's a 2-game suspension. So the NFL has made it really clear, and I think it's really important for the NFL to make sure there's a line of demarcation between having business associations with sports books and casinos and having players partake in it. And you can have any kind of issue you want with that. And you can say, well, the NFL shouldn't be involved in gambling. And I can't fault you for that, but they are, because it's a legal avenue open to them. And the NFL is really good at 3 things: taking our attention, making money, and making more money. And they made a fortune off their association, casinos, and legalized sports gambling. And you can make an argument that it's important for them to have some sort of legalized sports gambling mechanism in place. Because a lot of these times when you see things about in tennis matches in Europe being fixed, it's because there's been legalized sports gambling for decades overseas. And it's because they study these patterns of behavior. They find unusual bets being placed. And that's how, wait a minute, why did this qualifier match with this guy was 130th in the world lose to someone who is 1130th in the world. They can put it together based on the betting patterns that they see. So it's a really smart thing for the NFL to have. And the NFL basically said, we are not going to allow you, Brendan Sorsby, to get away from being punished for what you did by using the NFL as your out.
Tell them what.
Brendan has said, well, we'll just go the supplemental draft.
Tell them why, Trey.
The NFL is not having a supplemental draft. And it gets even better because right now,
Talk to
the
him.
attorney for Brendan Sorsby, who was a longtime agitator, for lack of a better term, to the NFL, his Jeffrey Kessler told ESPN and Pete Thamel specifically that the NFL's decision to not hold a supplemental draft is, quote, a violation of the CBA and the law.
No,
we will
not.
pursue this with the NFLPA, end quote. Jeffrey, I got some bad news for you. First of all,
Me too.
your client is not a player in the NFL. So I don't know what recourse he has through the NFLPA.
That is correct.
Let's just be honest about that. He's trying to be an NFL player.
Gotta be in
He
the
is not
league.
yet an NFL player. So I don't know what recourse he would have through the NFL
None.
Players Association.
None.
Second point, it
It's
is
a
a
big one.
violation of the CBA and the law. That is absolutely 100% incorrect. The NFL, in the CBA they have with the NFL Players Association, has complete control and autonomy over whether or not to hold the supplemental draft. It is
Exactly.
completely their discretion. It is completely their choice. It is completely their opportunity one way or the other. So you got a client, you're trying to go through the NFLPA, he's not a member of the NFLPA, and you say it's a violation of the CBA and it's a violation of the law. It is neither of those things. And even if it was one of those things, let me get this straight. Your guy wants to be drafted by the NFL, and they say no. So your next path is to try and pursue legal action against the league that you are hoping to be drafted by. Good luck with that. Because at the end of the day, all they have to do is not draft him. Now,
See what I'm talking about? Y'all, ain't nobody hearing me though. Because I told y'all the best recourse for this man is to try to show some contrition. Try to show that you are a little bit contrite. Try to show that you are sorry for doing the things that you have done. Go heal yourself. Because we know that fake rehab stunt was a stunt. You've been gambling heavy, as we know it, for the last 5 years. Heavy. And 30 days of rehab cured you. 30 days of rehab got you together. We knew that was a stunt for you to get back into the NCAA and play at Texas Tech. And it almost worked until the entirety of the NCAA said, no, we're not doing this crap. We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. You're not tricking us, sir. And if Texas Tech, you try to play this guy, we ain't playing you with nothing. Nobody's school. No football, no soccer, no ice hockey, no volleyball, no tennis, no golf, no nothing. Your whole athletic department just dead over one player because you got a billionaire that thinks he can run crap because he got some money. But all them teams combined, yeah, they got more money. So what you want to do? You might got 2-3 billion. But if you combine all them schools, you ain't got to really combine but like 5. And 5 from the SEC, 5 from the Big Ten. Yeah, I don't think you want to challenge them. It's just that easy. See, we ain't gonna even get to Nathan Segura because I'm 30 minutes in. Golly. I told y'all I got that heat. Y'all ain't listening to me. I got that fi-fi. That's fine. See, I'm telling you the things that you didn't see. But if you tune in Saturday, come holler at you, boy, on the Sports Life Trio podcast, right here at noon. Me, Auntie Faye, my light-skinned friend, K-Sap, holler at us, and we gonna get you together. I'm gonna give you some more information on Mr. Sorsby. But if this was shedeursanders, oh boy, we'd have had lawsuits and boy, we'd already been at trial. They'd have banned Shedeur and tried to get coachprime fired. Everybody gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But y'all need to stop. Get out of here. We already know what time it is. I would hit you with this other Emory Hunt on this dog. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's just something.
When he entered the transfer portal, nobody was like, oh, he should go to the draft. Like Dante Moore, who came back to school, right? He was a projected first-round pick, and he chose to go back to school. So where is this coming from? Like, where you see him at?
Let's break this down. Firstly, when he became a first-round pick, what's the date?
June 16th.
June 15th, he became everybody's clear-cut first-round pick because it wasn't during the season. Because if it had been during the season, then we would have heard him potentially coming out. Recency bias. And secondly, in terms of what I think of him as a player, late day 2, early day 3 guy.
I'll be damned if it ain't no crazy-ass obsession with Brendan Sorsby going to the Browns on a team that got 19 quarterbacks already.
You know what's fascinating about that? Going to the Browns, it's not like we haven't seen the Cincinnati Bearcats play Shedeursanders and the Colorado Buffalo.
We saw that.
On top of the fact that these same people said the Big 12 ain't a big conference, yet they're saying this guy who also played the Big 12 is a clear-cut first-round type talent. I just need folks to be, consistent. This is an entirely disingenuous conversation.
And you love that word, disingenuous.
I love disingenuous. disingenuous. And if a hit dog gonna holler, let him squeal.
Emory Hunt be hitting them with the 1-2. Y'all need to go follow Emory Hunt on Twitter, on Instagram, and go watch his show on the CBS HQ Sports HQ, NFL, whatever it is. There's one of them over there on CBS. Emory Hunt be dropping them bombs. And he be dropping the truth bombs on Shedeur. I think I'm gonna do a video on that. But y'all need to go ahead. I'm gonna get out of here. See, I ain't even get to Nathan's school. Because look at the time. I told you, Emory, this boy here is a mess. He need to fix himself. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all know what time it is. One love. Peace out.
Yo, what's poppin', people? We back at it again. Big snacks in the building. This talk started on the game, late nights, red eyes, up low grind, 15 summers went by. Call of Duty lobbies, Lil Mike, big dreams. Now it's highlight reels, turning life to a meme. Shedeur on the screen, break the plate, slow it down. Every throw, every drive, every yard, every crown. Sunday talk show, but we chill on the couch. From the Hail Mary, hope to the dog pound out. This that big snacks wave, let it ride, don't stop. From the sticks to the field, all the way to the top. Showing love to the Lord, to the fam, to the Browns. So Auntie in the chat, like, baby, hold it down. He be saying what we feel, what the game's about. If you rockin' with the kid, throw your comments out. From the start to the sign off, that's what we about. Saying love, peace out, love, peace out.